Hello everyone, my name is Arslan. First of all, thank you so much for all the existing viewers, subscribers to watch the video. I really hope that it was helpful for every one of you who was considering or is still considering the BMW X4. Anyway, today is exactly 1 month of this car ownership for me, and I wanted to do kind of a 1 month ownership review and to let you guys know what are the things which I like about the car, some of the things which I don't like about the car, and I hope that BMW in the future versions they can improve on some parts. So I will go through that one by one. First of all, let's start with the exterior. I'm gonna start with the looks of the car. So that is one of the best thing about the car itself. It's something that I like. So I have mentioned this earlier as well in my previous video that the sporty look it's really amazing. Like, it gives a very muscular look to the car, and at the back as well, the side profile of the car, even the back profile of the car, and even the the front profile of the car as well. So it's like quite heavy on the looks, since this thing goes head in head head to head with the Mercedes GLC 300 coupe. So it really has all the things to offer there. I think I'm not sure, like GLC has this foot rail here, but it doesn't make much difference with respect to the looks. All these, the vents, these are all real for the wind at the back as well. And in the LCI version, the exhaust have been replaced from the rounded to the rectangular one, and it looks even nicer. Second thing that I liked about the car till now is the fuel efficiency. So every time when you refuel the car, it kind of resets the values, and you can actually set it whether you want it to be reset after every trip, or you want it to be reset after every refueling session. So I've done it to change it to refueling session, as you can see. So when the tank for this car is about 60 liters. When I fill up the car tank, based on usual average, it always gives me about 700 plus kilometers. So which is amazing for this kind of a big car, big SUV, powerful SUV. It's good, amazing. As we know that the fuel efficiency, it can all depend on how you use your car. From my own way of driving, I'm not a pushy driver, always hungry for power. So I drive like a normal person. I don't like to push the car. So sometimes I even drive, most of the time my driving is in comfort, and sometimes I go in the Eco Pro as well. And I have, as of now, the car has been driven about 1,273 kilometers. I have refueled the car about 4 times, and as of this moment I still have about more than 50% of the tank after the 4th refueling. I have done one long trip with this car during Raya time. So I travel about one side around 250 kilometers and back as well. So I have when I refuel the car, I can easily say that if you're driving on the highway, and it's most of the highway driving involved, you can easily get up to the actual aggregated range that the car is telling you, which is up to about 700 kilometers. You can, and it depends on how you drive. From Comfort and Eco Pro, if you drive in those 2 modes, you can easily get up to 700 kilometers. But I've driven in Comfort mode mostly. When I drive in that, I can easily confirm that the fuel average of this car is amazing. Full tank can get you more than 600 kilometers if you drive like a normal human being. Other than that, if you like to be pushy, and your drive involves a lot of city driving, probably you will still be able to get up to 550 kilometers plus range from the car. Third thing that I would like to mention that I like about the car is the looks of the car from outside, the size, especially to the side. So you would have seen how the car looks like, but the thing is, when you are inside the car, you feel like you are sitting in an elevated position. It's a big heavy car, but if you see the car on the road, it doesn't look that huge. For me, like, it looks like a good sports sedan but on steroids. So it's a bit high position compared, but if you go into actual SUV, there are SUVs which are much more higher sitting position than this, but this one doesn't look that huge when you are out, when you see it out on the road. And lately, I'm not sure, it's some kind of effect that after I bought the car, I'm seeing this car everywhere on the road. So even if some of those are LCI models, and even a lot of those are pre-LCI as well, but I'm not sure why was it that I couldn't find a single review of this car. So I'm still amazed about it, and I believe all the reviews that I've gotten from this video, the previous video, is all because there has been people out there who have been looking for similar video about a Malaysian version of this car. So I appreciate it, everyone who have watched that video, and I'm really helpful. Some of the people have contacted in the comment section as well, who had some queries about the car, and yeah, I'm happy to help, if you have any questions about it. Fourth thing to like about the car is it is fast. It is fast. It's not a 6-cylinder engine, but it produces, when you are in the sports mode and you are trying to you push the car to a higher speed, you can have that a sports car noise. It has that exhaust noise coming from from the back and from the engine side as well, so you can have that sporty rush feeling when you're driving. So yeah, it handles well. It handles amazingly. It's like literally like a crocodile on the road. Heavy. It doesn't move. Means the small bumps on the road doesn't impact it at all. You control it. You can cruise on it at a high speed, and you can still feel that you are in control. The car corners amazingly well. I believe this is my first BMW anyway, so I'm not used to how the BMWs drive in general, but I think if this is how every BMW drive, this is amazing. It's really engaging drive. I have had a trip from KL to Genting Highland as well. I did over the weekend. So when I started from here, I tried to for the fuel consumption as well, I tried to test that part. When I left from KL, I had around 600 kilometers remaining range. When I reached up there, since it's a continuous you're steep, you're going up the mountain, so it takes some energy, of course, and power. So by the time I reached there, I had about remaining about 500 kilometers. So that's based on how the car is consuming the power. But what happened is, on the way back, since I'm coming down the hill, I kind of put the car into the Eco Pro mode, where it kind of there is less braking and the car allows itself to coast. The car, and by the time I reach in KL, I had 508 kilometers remaining range in the car as of that moment as well. So from here all the way to Genting and coming back, it's itself about, I believe, around 90 kilometers both sides. So and then of course before the Gomba toll there was a lot of jam. I got stuck in the jam about half an hour there as well. So yeah, in taking all those things into consideration, I think with respect to drive and with respect to handling, with respect to the fuel consumption, this is an amazing car to be. I touched on this part during my original video as well, that was about parking assist and reverse assisting. So the parking assist and the reverse assistance system in this car is amazing. Especially at the moment, I believe with the current the generation of the parking assist which is in this car right now, it's not that advanced compared to the one that is coming in the latest version of the new cars. So in this version, it kind of reads the cars. Means to elaborate more on that, like if you are on the side of the parking, you are moving through the cars where the cars are parked on the side, it reads the cars and look for an empty space. So but in the new version of the parking assist, it reads the lines. So in that case, even if there is an empty car park, it reads the line and it can still park through that. But for the current version which is inside this car, it needs to have some cars parked on either side for it to identify and find a parking and park into it. The reversing assistance is amazing because that records 50 meters of your last distance and kind of automatically saves that, how you maneuvered through that previously from that 50-meter distance, and it applies all those things automatically in reverse. So which is usually helpful if you're parking, I've tested that a lot during the Raya time, when there is a family gathering and I had a lot of cars parked in my family house. So whenever I want to exit out of it, I would just let the car take control of it, and the car will automatically bring me out of the house, and then I take control of it and I continue with that. So that those two functions are amazing. It as of with the current state that it has, it works amazingly well. Everyone who is planning to buy this car, I would suggest, please go ahead and do yourself a favor and get this 360-degree camera installed into it, because it's really a lifesaver. So if you go into it, it gives you some extra functions. If you don't have a 360-degree camera, then you won't have the car wash view, you won't have a 3D view, and you will only have a parking view. And that one also will be a reverse camera only. So in this case, now you have a 3D view, you can actually click on it, and then you can have different views of the car. Usually the cameras are good in reproducing the image. It follows your your specs of your car, the color of your car. So in this case, this is quite good that they have actually followed the specs of the car, where you can actually see the LCI, it's showing the LCI grille. So that is good. So so there is a car wash view as well. I'm sure in Malaysia we don't use it much, especially because we wash our car wash a different type. We don't have much of the automated car washes, but usually in European countries they have a lot of automated car wash where you actually follow the line, and so this can help you, the car wash view. You can just keep your steering straight, go on that. Another thing is, if you look at this specific part here, so right now I'm parked, it's showing me the door opening contour here. So it kind of tells you if the car is parked near to you here or here, it actually tells you what's the maximum opening of your car door. So if there is a car here, at the moment it's kind of showing me full, but if there is a car here in the middle, actually it will show you that you should only open to a certain extent, otherwise you will hit your car door and the car parked next to you as well. An extra feature that is enabled by having a 360-degree cam is drive recorder. So this drive recorder automatically uses all the 4 cameras, front, back, side cameras, to record any of the incidents. It can act as a car DVR. So I have some drivings here. So this one I did back from when I was coming back from Genting Highland. So you can see it's quite clear. If you use all 4 cameras at one time, the video resolution quality decreases. I think it goes down all the way to less than 720p. So if you are using only one camera, that will be the only way to get a highest quality of video. Right, so there is I took few examples. One was the front, and I think this is front and rear. And then there is another one which is all 4 cameras. So these are the 4 different views. It does help to record any of the incidents automatic, and you can manually control that as well. So that brings me to 5 of the things that I really kind of don't like, or I wish that this car would have had. So to start off with, I am kind of not happy with the omission of some of standard equipment that should have been offered by BMW at this price range. First off, that especially because BMW 5 Series 530i is priced lesser than this car, and is also considered an executive saloon itself. So that has those functionalities, but some weird omissions has been made from this car, for even if this car is priced higher than that. So first, as I mentioned, of course, the 360-degree cam, that I'm not sure why BMW chose to omit. It's available in 530i, it should have been in here as well. Second thing, the driving assistance professional package. This doesn't have that. It doesn't have the radar cruise control, automated cruise control. It doesn't have the stop and go function. It doesn't have the automated level 2 autonomous driving. So these 3 features are absolutely ridiculous for BMW to kind of not put into this car, especially when those functions are available in BMW 530i, and that car is priced at a lesser value than this. This car is priced higher than that, so those functions should have been in this car. An extra thing is one of my viewers asked me about it. Some models of this car which are made in 2022 doesn't come with the boot opening with a kick. So this specific model, I heard that all the cars which are made after March 2023 of this model are going to have that function as standard. But again, that doesn't make up for the features that they have omitted, especially charging a very high value. And there is a missing function of wireless charging. That's a weird omission to make. Let me explain. BMW 530i has this place which looks totally same as this. I am 100% sure putting in a charging functionality within the same thing here, same charging, same pad here, wouldn't make it much costly and wouldn't make it too bulky for them as well. So they should have, for this price of the car, they should have included a wireless charger as standard. This gives you a feeling that there might be a wireless charger, but it's not. It's just an NFC tag which you put in here and your car. In the BMW 530i, since that comes with a display key, even more to add to the misery, this car doesn't have a BMW display key, even though it costs more than the BMW 530i. BMW 530i has a display key where you can see and control all those things from the car, car locking, unlocking, and all the functionality, the remote functionalities, and the wireless charging has been actually given there to charge that key, the display key, which you can place here and it can be charged at the same time, and it can double as a mobile charger as well. But in this, it has been. So the next thing that I wanted to cover is about the head-up display. So this car has a head-up display, but the problem with this is the head-up display can show the navigation. It can show turn by turn the whole map there, but the problem with that is it only shows the BMW maps. So in case I'm using Waze, it will not show me that on the Waze map there in the head-up display. So that is kind of a limitation. I'm not sure other cars have it or not, but by right, if it has the BMW, it has the integration with the maps for Waze, by right those should be able to show up there as well. The last thing that I want to complain about is the sound system. So the sound system is amazing, it's good. The only problem is it at 50% of the volume as well, it's not loud enough. It's Harman Kardon branded sound system. So if you really want to, if you are listening to a bass heavy song and you really want to feel that thump, you have to go beyond 75 to 80 percent of volume to enjoy that, which is I'm not sure it should be that case. I may be picky about it, but based on my own previous usages, by the time you hit about 50% of your volume, it should be sufficient for you to hear enough. Well, that's all for now. All I have to say about after 1 month of using this car. If you have any questions, please again feel free to ask in the comment section. I'll be happy to help. As I said earlier as well, I am not a car reviewer. This is totally something out of my passion to share some knowledge with people. I am a techie, so I like to fiddle around a lot with this techie stuff. So it has been good journey for now, 1 month, and I've enjoyed it so far. Of course, as the time goes, I will make more videos to share some more experiences with this car. One thing that I still am yet to make, that is 0 to 100 for this car, and I want to make a video of launch control of this car as well. So please subscribe for that, and I will try to make that video soon. I'll upload on the channel. So please, thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye.